Okay, hi YouTube, this is Lockdown Tech Toys again. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I'm back with another video today to talk about this lens. Most of you have probably heard about it. If you have a Sony Alpha series camera, you definitely have heard of Sigma lenses. They're usually very popular because of their low price, and also they're very sharp images and they are high apertures. So this is probably the most basic and one of the most inexpensive lens they have. So this is the Sigma Prime. It's 30 millimeters and 1.14 aperture, 1.14. Sorry, 1.4, and it's non-stabilized, but it is really sharp. So you can see here that the aperture hole is really big. I only have 3 lenses for my Sony cameras. So this at 30 millimeters, the one I'm shooting with now at the 10-18, and then the Sony 50 millimeter lens. So these 3, they cover all the focal lengths. They are better, they're sharper for me than buying one of those Sony zooms. I'm not gonna buy the GM lens. That's like, it's way too expensive, but like more than the camera itself. But I use these 3 lenses, and they suit me for my types of usage. So anyway, it's fairly simple. It has a rubberized ring around it, and you can see that the lens element, the glass element here, is actually pretty big. So it does really well in obviously daytime, but also especially low light situations. And because I didn't want to take only photos, I brought along this Ronin SC. So it gives me a reason to actually use this, something that I bought about a month ago now, and it works pretty well. I mean, I went to the Gardens by the Bay here in Singapore, and I went to a specific garden called the what is that? The Flower Dome. Yeah, there's another one. I mean, there's one more, and then there's another temporary one. I'm not sure if it's temporary or not, but the other one, maybe I would go there next time on my own or something like that. But I just thought the Flower Dome might be better because the area is it's more spacious than the other one, which is kind of like a very tall structure, so you're like constantly spiraling. You're walking down a sky walkway that is going downwards. So for that one, it tends to be a little bit crowded, and especially since I went on a Saturday, decided not to do that. So brought this out, and I still have yet to look at my footage, but I will see what I took and I will get back to you. So yeah, see you later. Gardens by the Bay, and this is the flower dome. It's one of the two main domes here, and I'm with a 30mm lens. I'm trying out this lens for video recording for the first time with the Ronin SC, and just seeing how it goes. Because here in Singapore right now, the COVID situation is pretty bad, so only 2 people are allowed to go outside at once. So you can see a lot of couples and like pairs walking around. I think the only exception right now, it seems to be children. So kids are permitted to go with their parents, and they don't count to the 2-person limit. But for the rest, everyone else counts. So yeah, let me just disentangle my my microphone mic. So yeah, I think it's the 30mm is definitely a lot more suitable for this kind of video taking or photography than the 15mm I used before. It's certainly not a widescreen, a wide-angle lens, but for the purposes of taking both backgrounds and flowers, this is good. Okay, now you can hear some kind of
we thank you for your cooperation and understanding.
Yeah, and I can see these kinds of announcements going on, but I'll just walking down towards the end here and see what you can find. So where I set up my gimbal is in this area. It took me a while, but I didn't know. There's certainly a lot more people right now than when I came about an hour ago. Surprise. But yeah, I was sitting in this area, and actually I forgot my screwdriver. Which is kind of annoying because I always have to bring it with me just so that I can attach the mounting plate to the gimbal. So I wish DJI had come up with a gimbal that didn't require a screwdriver just to set it up. That's that's really an oversight on their part. Yeah, there are many origami birds up there, and walking right over here. There's some statues and families with their torsos ripped out. So maybe a bear got them. And right here we have this kind of bridge here. More bunnies. I think there is some Mid-Autumn Festival. It's a Chinese festival that's going on, where bunnies eat mooncakes. So yeah, you see a lot of them all over this flower dome here, and they're resting on beds of I don't know, what are these, chrysanthemums? Yep. Signs telling us not to touch these bunnies because of high voltage. But this is, that's a quick overview of the Sigma lens, 30mm lens, paired with the Ronin SC. It's actually only my second time using this gimbal. I think it's a fair test because first time was at night and 15mm, so everything was a little bit close. But this time I made it a point to go out during the daytime to see how things are going. So it's fully air conditioned in here. There's like a giant glass bubble dome here, because anyone who's been to Singapore or around Southeast Asia knows the weather here is no joke. Going outside in the daytime and even at night can turn you into a puddle of sweat. So yeah, pretty good. They have air conditioning here. And here is a cafe where people can eat. I haven't even been in here. Hortus is what it's called. But apparently, I don't know what they serve. I don't feel like going in there. So I'm going out. So there are various kinds of flowers overlaid here, like this one. We got a nice bouquet over here, and we have these pink and yellow flowers as well. This one is all by itself. I don't know why, but I came by here just now, and there's this orangey little flower here. Over here they have some, I don't know what they have, some Persian carpets. So, some kind of Persian exhibit here. This is the main part of the dome. And there are only 2 floors. Yeah, so we're on the first floor, and then we're going upstairs to see what they have over there. So, yeah, I'm glad I brought this gimbal with me stabilized. Otherwise, the footage will be very jerky. Some fruits here with, I don't know, Middle Eastern type stuff, or I don't know, Malay type stuff. Yeah. Some fabrics, items like that. Yeah, here we've got fake camels, camel statuettes. Not sure why the camels are here, but apparently they are just standing and sitting. Yeah, it's going down. A lot of masked people all around. It's pretty hard to get past these. Yeah, got these people, and I see another guy using a gimbal, but it's for his smartphone. Okay, I'm going up to the second floor right now.
Seriously, get a snack.
And see what they have over there. Yep. There's some Marina Bay Sands in the background. The funny looking building. Like 3 pillars of a ship on top. Yep. And yeah, so there's only one way to go up. Actually 2 ways. One is by the stairs that I'm not taking. The other is escalator. So just gonna go right up here and see how it goes. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should take the stairs because it'll test how stable it is. Yeah, that's a good idea. And anyway, there's 2 people there already, so they're probably gonna head up as well. Yeah, they're definitely gonna head up. So I'm going to walk up 3 flights of stairs just to see how it goes. And outside you can see someone else like posing for photos, running. Yeah. So anyway, let me just bring this up. Oh, there I am. And so climbing the flight of stairs. Okay, second flight on for the last one. Come on, do it. Okay. So one of the rules here is that even if you're taking photos, you must be masked up because COVID transmission rate here is pretty high right now. Even though most people are vaxxed. Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, the issue is that the unvaxxed are less than 20%, but they contribute most of the deaths. I think that's why they're closing up again. There were a few vaccinated deaths, not that many, but still, people are feeling squeamish. So, yeah, all the deaths. So anyway, I'm just bring you to see a dragon There's a dragon perched up on top, so yeah, this is a bit more crowded than I thought it would be. Should have come here a wee bit earlier. Yeah, here's a dragon there. It's a wooden dragon, and it's been here since this place was built, which was about, what, 8 or 10 years ago? I don't remember. But yeah. You see these funny looking plants, and no animals. The only animals here are people. But you can see these bunnies here enjoying their mooncakes and flowers. I don't know what they're eating. What are they eating? What they are? What are they? Yeah, and bunny sleeping right here. And yeah, bunny with a melon, with an apple, and they got a watermelon over here on its head. You have this fern. Yeah, I think this area of the park was imported from Africa, so they imported many plants from the Sahara or like African countries, and that's why there are a lot of cacti, like cactuses and all these like plants that are sort of made for withstanding hot weather, dry weather, I mean, hot and dry. Over here it is hot and wet, so the wetness is a little bit different. Yeah, the crowds have really picked up now. But let's move on. And the cactuses right here, and even these creepers. Yeah, it says Mid-Autumn Festival. Yeah, and these funny looking cactuses that have, I don't know what they have, something like body hair. They look like furry tails. Yeah. All these like plants, I guess desert plants. Oh wait, these are from the US. The southern US and Mexico. Yeah. Okay. So you have very interesting looking cactuses here, including this one that looks like male genitalia. Yeah, so it's big balls. And you have a deformed root. Yep. And here you have a cat's tail. You have a cat's tail here. Maybe the cat is buried somewhere inside, but it's called, what's it called? Beaked yucca from the US and Mexico. The lady is like kind of screaming over here. Okay, and that's it. That is pretty much my quick 15-minute tour of this place, this flower dome, using the 30mm lens and the DJI Ronin SC. Let me know what you think, and I will see you when I'm back home. Alright, catch you later, guys. So here I am back again. I've watched my videos, I've viewed my photos, and what I have to say about this lens, the Sigma lens I used. So I'd say that it is every bit as good as it was from day one. I really like using this lens. It's a very versatile lens, and it is definitely a whole lot sharper than the 10 to 18 millimeter that I'm using to film this video. So 30 millimeters is not that wide, but it's not that narrow either, so it's just nice, and the sharpness really gives it a very good look. I know they have another 16mm lens that was released, well, quite a few years ago right now, but that one's also quite big and heavy, and should I get it over? I don't know, maybe, but I don't know. I don't have enough space in my my camera box. I prefer to keep things, you know, small and light, so maybe in future I might get that 16mm lens, but I think for now, the 30 is smaller, it's lighter, so I do like it, and I'll continue using it. It works for me. One thing I noticed about my video was that my breathing, sorry about, if you notice, my breathing was a little bit too loud. Not sure why, maybe I breathe too loudly or something, I'm not sure, but I tend to put, I put it very close to my neck, so it went here, and then this thing like was clipped onto my neck, yeah, and of course this part went into the camera. So yeah, I guess for the next videos I should probably, I don't know, put it a little bit further or put it a little bit closer to my mouth or something. Yeah, so that's it. That's just a test run of the Sigma 30. And if you like this video, please you know, give it a like. That would really help out the channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks, and see you next time.